Welcome to the Posaga Valley, which we will be exploring today. But before we start our journey here, I want to recommend to you the clips we have in this channel. They are called the Drawry Box, and it's a collection of short clips documenting the community traditions and life as it used to be. Joanna made a nice documentary about it, and this documentary consists of these several clips showing traditional Transylvanian village life. Please take a look, we put the link right here. But now let's go back to nowadays. In the Posaga Valley, on the left you see the Skadica Beliuara Natural Reservation, if you follow up the valley. To the north, the Dead Volcano. And if you go towards the rising sun, you see the mighty Bedileo Mountain with a peak height of 1,300 meters. And also one of our great hiking opportunities. Now moving into the center is the hillside where the cows are in the summer, and also the location for our project Dupa Gard. But the journey towards Dupa Gard begins in the valley along the main road where we have our campsite Gulliver's Travels. Here you can stay in one of the tiny houses, and we also have a parking space if you want to visit the grounds of our property Dupa Gard further up the hill. But you can also stay down at the campsite and enjoy our facilities there. We have some great recreational space there, an outdoor shower, outdoor kitchen, a trampoline, space for doing yoga, space for just playing around with the frisbee, a great cold bathtub for the hot summer months to cool off a bit, and you can also watch our neighbors going about their daily village tasks. And just look at this view. You can leave your car on the right here, put your tent up on the left, just next to our strawberry fields and flowers. We planted several trees for shade during the hot summer months, which are growing rapidly. On the left you see the fireplace where we like to sit in the evenings. On the right, the outdoor shower, trampoline, and the tiny houses. On the left there's more space either for recreational activities outside or for more tents. Here you see the outdoor kitchen. If you choose to visit the Skadica Beliuara Natural Reservation, it's one of the most beautiful spots for a hike. Here you see us on a trip with some friends. It's a round hike and it takes a few hours. It is a bit of a challenge, but it's totally worth it. If you want to check out the video on it, I will post it below. When entering our site, Gulliver's Travels, you see the parking space. We're not a huge project, so please let us know before, so we can reserve a parking spot and a spot in one of our tiny houses for you. We also have glamping tents, but now let's go up to the main site. While walking up to the permaculture property of Dupa Gard, you will pass one of our food forests. Here you can see the nice effect of planting trees with bushes and vegetables in between, creating a natural space which is also productive for us as humans and regenerates the earth, and is just a perfect spot for wildlife and to enjoy the natural beauty of these mountains. Let's zoom out a bit and take a look where this path leads us. On the left you see the black roof of our main house, where we live as a family. Building this house was a whole adventure, and on this channel we also have clips documenting the whole process. Wow, it was a lot of work. Here you see it in 2018, when all was still a construction site, pretty muddy and chaotic. Yeah, also inside, lots of work to do. Let's not take a look at that now. Let's take a look at what the site looks like now. We managed since then to set up lots of nice facilities up here. Mostly gardens and natural spaces. Here you see the pond, the mandala garden, the greenhouse, and the surrounding lush vegetation. When you go up, there's a hiking trail, down there's the valley, in the center the permaculture site, and there our house. Let's take a look at the mandala garden in the center of the permaculture property. It actually has the shape of a snowflake, which appears when you zoom out a bit and which will be more visible once I mulch the paths in there. It symbolizes the beauty and symmetry in nature, which is one of the fascinating things I love to explore with permaculture. Now let's take a look at the greenhouse, which is another centerpiece in this part of the project. In summer, you can see it hosts a lush vegetation, mostly tomatoes since they're my favorite plant, but also in winter we have some few crops growing there just to add up to our daily diet during the dark months of the year. But let's go back to the site. Here you see the solar panels which feed the property with energy, and the workshop, which is also the garage, and the tool shed, and we also have some tomatoes in the front. The site also features a compost toilet as well as an outdoor solar shower for people coming with a tent. Moving further up, we go through the second forest garden and up the hill to one of the favorite hikes of our guests, and also one of our favorite hikes. Even in winter it offers a fascinating mountain scenery, and all just a few minutes up the hill. In summer there are the cows, in winter it's only quiet. And now let's take a look at another centerpiece of our project site here, which is the old barn. We started renovating it in 2023 and now are in a phase of the project where we can use it for hosting volunteers and for hosting events, like the one you see here. This was the first edition of our permaculture campfire, which we have every year in August. During the time of the Posaga star showers, you can join us here for a celebration of permaculture, life and local culture. Here you see an event where we practiced Romanian kaval flutes, but we also have workshops on permaculture topics and sustainable living. And there's lots of space for fun activities. During this first edition, we had Alex Jursch here. He had a cob workshop where the participants could lay hands on the renovation of the barn. It was great fun, getting your hands and feet sturdy and also learning a new technique. After the work, cooking together all fresh produce from the garden and enjoying a meal in a beautiful mountain scenery. With us, you can explore this authentic and beautiful valley in a very direct way. We will introduce you to its nature, its traditions, its great food, and how we manage to have a sustainable life here. A life good for us and good for the nature around us, helping to protect it for future generations and offering our guests a beautiful and possible pathway. So, what are you waiting for? Join us in this beautiful valley.